So someone has messed up and given me a microphone. Hello, Little Vix. How are you? And yes, this is the actual name that y'all chose. I am not responsible for that. There was a whole poll in the community tab. Y'all said Lil Vix. There was like the Victorious Legion. There was like the Vix. You know what I'm saying? Small victories. And y'all chose Little Vix. So I'm going to call y'all Lil Vix. That's what you said. And I'm going to listen to your instructions. I come to you in the spirit of Bath and Body Works lotions covered in kente cloth. I come to you in the spirit of the YouTube Black Creator Fund dodging my emails. I come to you in the spirit of Khadijah Mbo's heavily moisturized upper lip. I come to you in the spirit of Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, y'all. In the spirit of Black History Month, let's explore the actual creators that I may talk about a lot in passing in certain videos, but don't really give a full biography / description of in all of my videos. Let's do that. Roll the clip. So, first off, we have Evelyn from the internets. As the designated online funny girl and filmmaker / actor extraordinaire, Evelyn from the internets provides a wide range of content that includes everything from cultural commentary to self-help videos. I have been watching Evelyn for years. Okay. For years. She was actually instrumental to me being on YouTube, as a few other creators on this list were. There's a song by the Tri-City Singers, and it goes something like, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Evelyn was literally the embodiment of that song for me. She was the first person to answer my emails when I was first reaching out to YouTubers to help me figure it out. I had been contacting YouTubers for weeks at that point, just trying to build some sort of community to help me through the struggles of becoming a creator, because it is not easy. I just figured out how to make this mic work. It has been months. It's been months since I got this mic. It's been months since I got the voice recorder that it's connected to. But you know what? We thank God. And Evelyn. And all of the other people on this list. But staying on the topic of Evelyn, I am extremely grateful to Evelyn and her comedic encouragement. It helped me when I needed it the most. So thank you so much, sis. I'm trying to figure out how to describe Evelyn in words, but the most coherent thing that I can put together right now is that her content just has like seasoning. Like it's seasoned. Edits hit at just the right time. Inspirational quotes be aggressively just hitting you, punching you, be hitting you right here in the back of your neck like an extra seasoned chip at the bottom of a bag. I just know if you like any of my content, you will love hers. Okay. Next up, we have Hallease. She's the kind of person you stare at in awe of their productivity. Low-key, just like looking at the amount of content she puts out on a regular basis make me a little bit weary. However, I take that weariness and turn it into inspiration, because Hallease just so happens to be the queen of turning negatives into positives. She reminds me of them uncles that always be trying to teach you life lessons with like the real good rasp in their voice, like, listen, you are going to feel encouraged and inspired today. Hallease is another person that I have actually had real conversations with. This is not a parasocial relationship completely. And one thing that I can say is that Hallease is so good with like a real thorough, detailed, encyclopedia-esque answer for dang near every question that you ask her. She's just a dope person that is good at her job, and that's the kind of energy that I'm trying to be on. I don't know about you. If you're a part of my audience, you more than likely enjoy people discussing random topics in full detail. And Hallease hosts the Stumble Well podcast with her husband Chris, who also has his own podcast. Okay, it is a writing podcast where he reads his short stories, so go ahead, check that out too while you're there. You know what I'm saying? But Hallease hosts the podcast that I was actually talking about, and they explore so many interesting questions, like whether or not the Pope should be paying for childcare. And if you want more context on that question, you should definitely go ahead and check their channel out. Also, Evelyn and Hallease also just released the first episode of their comedic web series, This Could Have Been an Email. If you have the extra funds, please help fund the production by clicking on the Indiegogo link in the description box. It is deeply appreciated. Also, the web series is super funny, so me, personally, would very much appreciate it. Me, Victory, okay? I would appreciate it if you clicked on that Indiegogo link. Shout out to our newest patron. Shout out to our newest patrons. Give it up for Ben Heinst, Rose Juliet, Mark Jones Jr., Brian Wells, and my good sis Bellamy Raya. If you want to support the growth of the channel, consider becoming a patron. There are currently 2 tiers, but you can feel free to give whatever you want. However much that you want. However much money that you want. We are currently saving up to hire an editor and purchase a teleprompter to help bring videos to YouTube on time, and perhaps even bring early access to this channel. But if y'all want that, y'all gotta put y'all money where your mouth is. So okay, here we have an honorable mention. FD the Sign. No, I'm joking. FD, please don't. The majority of you all already know who Feek the Signifier is, but if you don't, he is a commentary YouTuber that makes videos analyzing and critiquing black media. He is the person that helped me figure out Patreon, how to set up tiers, what I should make the tiers in terms of price, some perks that I should think about. He gave me a wonderful example of a healthy black and masculine lens. Like the first time that I saw him light an incense stick in the middle of a video and just like take a deep breath, I was like, oh, this the one. Oh, so instant subscription. I be stressed out, okay? I be overwhelmed sometimes. Seeing a black man breathe was comforting for me. He is constantly paying homage to smaller creators, and I really appreciate him always reaching out and touching. Okay, just always reaching out and touching. Feek is an entire sociologist making videos for free on YouTube. That is reason enough for me. Next on the docket, Chimdndy. Feels so good to pronounce Nigerian names correctly. Chimdndy is a multifaceted creative that creates content about spirituality, energy, and just, living your best life. She creates things that help people be aligned with themselves and build confidence in their decisions and their decision-making processes. This is another person that I've actually met in real life. She helped me with branding. She has been a wonderful help just in terms of accountability, because we all know sometimes we need to be held accountable. She is a fellow book nerd. We had a really good discussion about a few books that we had read and some quotes and stuff. It was super dope. We are both conversationalists. We talk for hours on end. She has a super fresh energy that you just don't get with a lot of people. And she is also super honest, which appreciated, because she somehow manages to be super honest and also not a brute at the same time with people's emotions. Completely appreciated. Amazing. Lovely. Chimdndy is what I would call a thoughtsmith. She is an inquisitive person that has lively conversations where she asks questions to not only her audience but also to herself. She is wonderful at psychoanalyzing her life, and honestly, I live for that, because I too like to psychoanalyze my entire life. Shout out to the overthinkers. Now we got Color Mind, aka Sun Water, aka Tayo. Tayo distills complex topics like the prison industrial complex and ADHD from a medical diagnosing standpoint, with a humor rife with anime jokes and personality. He is dope. Marquise describes himself as a multi-hyphenate creative that leans towards the intellectual side of commentary. As a creator focused on blackness and social justice, he pushes folks to think and converse. The first thing that drew me to Marquise's channel was his production quality, because wow, can that man work a camera? The B-roll, the backgrounds, the audio quality is just mwah.
Us to really start looking at creation as an opportunity to expand on the world that we came in, but also leave it a little bit more different for when we leave as well.
Mwah! Chef's kiss. You should definitely check him out if you are into my content, because you are going to once again love his. And now for my good sis Bellamy. Bellamy Raya is a person that wants to do things a little differently.
All of my videos are going to be about me. So what I'm going to do is be vulnerable. What I'm going to do is try to model what I think is necessary. I'm going to, as a good fiction writer would, show you. But as a good academic, I'm also going to tell you.
Bellamy has a way with words that often moves me to tears. I think I cried like 3 times during her last upload. Also, the range of topics that they can cover with such nuance and depth is actually amazing. I had actually jumped on a Twitch stream with her the other day, and wow, like she was bringing up so much random knowledge about like nomadic diets and just language and music theory. It was amazing. Definitely check them out. P.S. Every dollar donated to their channel goes to mutual aid funds, so if you're into that sort of thing, absolutely think about reaching into that wallet one more time to pay a black creator, okay? Now we have Foreign Man in a Foreign Land, aka a name that I'm not going to tell you because it didn't seem like he wanted his name to be public knowledge. Foreign serves you Caribbean cultural commentary with a twist, okay? Alliteration? He has always shown himself to be a thoughtful and empathetic person, and he makes content that keeps me engaged because he loves centering experience and story times. I love me a good story time. Also, Foreign be in my comment section like he lives there. Every video. All of them. If it's one thing about Foreign, he gonna leave a comment. The comment will be there. Foreign is really good at acknowledging where he doesn't have the range and bringing on other creators to discuss those topics. And that is absolutely something that I can appreciate after hearing years of people talking about things that they knew nothing about. No shade, no tea. And last, but absolutely not least, Philosinois. You get the extra name yells because I put you last. Philosinois, formerly known as the Ranting Minority, creates commentary around black media and politics. Their content is deeply researched, like deeply researched, and they give you this extremely well researched content while serving looks. They also gave me a shout out when my channel was smaller than it is now, and I really appreciate that. It meant a lot and it drove a lot of traffic to my channel. And with those mentions, I think I victoriously completed another video. Until next time, remember, Black History Month is not the only month in which you can support black creators. Bye.